I promised I'd be back. Don't worry. I have things under control. For now. You haven't been using the parasite's power. You think you don't need it. But things haven't gone as you expected. You hoped a druid as powerful as Halsin might be able to remove your tadpole. But he couldn't. You're desperate to be rid of it. Understandable. But you're looking for solutions in the wrong places. Yes. Halsin is correct. Your parasite is unusual. It is wrapped in magic that prevents its removal. Until the source of the tadpole's magic is destroyed, any attempt to remove it will kill you. You were lucky that Halsin knew this. His instincts are right. The parasites are merely a symptom of a greater sickness in Faerun. The tadpole's magic is destroyed, and I have kept a careful watch on the movements of the cult. Though the Absolute's aims are not yet clear to me, its methods are. These parasites are more than illicit spawn. They are vessels for control. The infected hear the voice of the Absolute and believe it to be a god. That is how the cult of the Absolute is spreading. The highest of their rank, the True Souls, carry a tadpole just like yours. It is how they receive their orders. It is what makes them obey. When the order to transform is given, it will not be a matter of days. They will be mind flayers in an instant. Were it not for my protection, so would you. I have powers of my own. Unique powers. But know that we are alike. Just like you, I was infected with a Mind Flayer parasite. Just like you, I seek to be free of it. I've been trying to escape from this evil for a long time. Once, I almost succeeded. Now, through you, I've been given a new chance. You can go where I cannot, and I can protect you from that evil. If we work together, we may turn this around. Hells, they need me. I have to go. The power I used to protect you, I stole it from someone. They want it back. I will hold them off for as long as I can, but sooner or later I will be worn down. You must discover the source of the magic that controls the parasites before that happens. The cultists are gathering at Moonrise Towers. Use the powers your parasite gives you to convince them you are one of them. And when you find the source of their magic, destroy it. Go. Our freedom depends on it.
Very well.
The dog holds a well-chewed ball in his mouth.
All right. It's only fair that you enjoy it too. But if you feel like throwing it, I wouldn't mind that at all.
Hello. Quite the cozy setup you have here. I'll just make myself comfortable. Thank you so much. My research turned up a rather brilliant technique that seems quite actionable. It's not too deep. Just behind the orbital socket. I could attempt an extraction. I've a needle in my tunic, after all. I assure you, I've dreamt of it 1,000 times over. You won't find a more learned opinion on this matter, I assure you.
Volo carefully holds one of your eyes open and begins to prod uncertainly with the needle. The needle finds the gap between eyeball and socket. Volo frowns and begins to push. Pain shoots through your body as the needle snags on your optic nerve.
I think I have it!
The needle seesaws back and forth, plucking the nerve like a harp string.
Oh, bother. There's some obstacle in the way. I shall need a more robust implement.
Volo carefully withdraws the needle from your eye. Then, reaching into his bag, he produces an ice pick. Volo slowly brings the ice pick closer to your eye.
Now, don't move.
Cold metal presses against the skin beneath your brow. And then, tap, tap, stab.
Do you feel that? Ha! I think we have the blighter on the run. I agree. It's a feisty critter. Just a little further.
Volo tears the pick from your brain with a violent jerk. Your eye plops down into the mud.
Drat!
He pauses, looks down at your eye, and recoils slightly as it sinks into the mud.
There appears to be an amount of cosmetic damage. Yes, quite. Well, there is some mild trauma. I can't help but feel partly responsible. Perhaps there is something more I can do. Take this. A far superior relic to that old jelly you were chained to. Try it on for size. And, it was very nice to have met you. I'm sure you'll sort out your little brain problem one way or another. Far away from here, if you've a heart. Terribly sorry, my friend. Ta.
as it could have.
Du bitte ins Bestes.
No. What's that?
Looks like booze got the better of them. They're practically unconscious.
Looking ahead.
concentrate.
Ellie, brother, the feast's begun.
Easy. Under their noses.
Where do I go from here?
Step to it.
Smash! Break! Stop ball bag!
No surrender. Got it.
I'm ready. Take two.
Swift as my feet can carry me.
To do it.
Can't give up. No mercy.
Never a dull moment.
My little trick.
Ready. On my way.
Can't even catch my breath. I've got it.
What's the plan?
What now? Easy. Incoming.
Talk to me. Nothing important is ever easy.
Handy.
No more than a few pecks. I'm afraid this spread is most inadequate. Our bargain is at an end. Unless perhaps you've a spicier deal? Without so much as a lick of that mouth-watering meat of yours. Consider me satisfied.
my luck again. Should get started.
Close ranks. My little trick.
Can't keep me out. Have to keep going. Maybe I'll need more pockets. Looks empty. What's in here? Looks empty. Looks empty.
stayed interesting. Might be useful. Need to find a way forward. Be wary. This place is trapped. Let's get going. Couple turns should do it.
You have my attention.
Let's get on with it.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times. What to do?
Shabby workmanship. Strong push and this wall comes down.
If everyone else minds their business, I'll be fine.
Watch how you go. There's a trap.
Praise his ever-bleeding axe. Praise his throne of flaming iron. Praise McGlubbiet. Trying to interrupt my prayers? Scared of a real god? You're as goonless as the rest of them. 'Cause I'm loyal to McGlubbiet. 'Cause I ain't having my head turned by some upstart god. Yeah, my old tribe's fallen for this shite. Traitorous bastards. The Great Absolute brings us together. Drow and gnolls and goblins all braiding one another's hair. It's a load of shite. Talking to you, ain't I? I just don't believe in all this togetherness and chumminess. Ain't natural. It won't last. They'll be tearing into each other soon enough. Sod 'em all. I'll wait it out in air, praying to a real god. You think this is funny? I'll be the...
Can't risk being in open view. That's a friendly-looking shadow. Blood comes easy these days. On my way.
Oh my word. Tactical.
Onward.
Let's end this. Have to keep going.
This is gonna feel good.
A longing for small spaces, stone walls hugging close, confining. There is a light here, in the tight space beneath the floor. Secret things that shine.
now?
You think this is...
Still alive. So that's progress. Something tore right through these people. They didn't stand a chance. Looks empty.
I applaud your taste.
Hey, good looking.
I'm ready. Whatever it takes.
No time to rest. Better be cautious. Here we go again.
The creature's eyes roll back in its head, equal parts bliss and agony. She'd eaten, feasted, and yet, looking into her eyes, you can see it wasn't enough. She's still hungry.
Come! See! My flesh becomes new flesh!
You hear the hyena moan softly as its body contorts, ribs cracking and flesh tearing. Land a swift strike against her skull. She yelps, then goes still. Whatever horrific creature was growing inside the hyena dies along with her.
Bad for one's back, this.
can't afford to stay idle.
Well, well.
What should I do?
Fuck yes.
Very well.
One can't always be a gentleman. A tale for the ages.
Let's cook with fire, baby.
Swords meet sorcery.
Watch this. One, two.
Never seen that before.
So much for the miracle of childbirth.
Best to move before the blood draws more of them.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
Wizard's shipment chest. Rugan protected it, took it north. Tavern, hideout, secret. Lucky son of a nose, tearing, biting.
The spell's power wanes. You can ask no more questions.
How much further can I go?
I'm sure.
On my mind, and well, in it.
Yes?
Still breathing, despite everything.
My faith protects me.
Hey ho.
Still alive, so that's progress.
Who the hell's... Get over here and help! Ugh. If we don't deal with them gnolls, none of us are getting out of here alive. Across the chasm? You might have got in that way, but you're stuck with us now. Aye, that we can do. The fire won't hold them forever, though. Be quick about it. Ugh. When the fighting starts, we'll be right alongside you.
Have a lot on my mind, and well, in it.
What's that?
Take the leader down! We'll try to hold the rest back! Huh.
Aye, aye.
Need to act fast. On the move. Take your
No choice but to keep going.
Can't give up. Not now. Bleed for me.
My turn. That's it.
Sometimes the only way out is through.
Need to stay focused. Time to meet your maker.
corpse, brimming with potent magic.
Thank the gods that's over. Wish you'd been with us when the beasts attacked on the road. Might have been more survivors. I don't suppose you saw any of my crew alive out there. Damn it. I guess that's a no. Risen Road's more dangerous than ever. You're the first friendly face we've seen since Eltergard. We're bound for Baldur's Gate. Got some cargo to deliver. But we've a stop to make along the way. Thanks, but that won't be necessary. We'll find help at Joaquin's Rest. Listen, you look like you know how to handle yourself. You should meet my associates. We've got our own drinking spot by the tavern. Invitation only. Tell the fellow on the door. Little Serpent, Long Shadow. He'll take good care of you. Aye, the whole reason we're in this mess. Trinkets for some rich tosser in Baldur's Gate. He gets his shiny baubles. We get a handful of Terenths. Rich men place more value on wine and fine clothes than on the lives of folks like me. It's a pretty bit of frippery that'll sit on a mantle gathering dust. But the pay for delivering it makes the risk worthwhile.
What's inside?
Well, lad, it's our lucky day after all. I don't feel lucky. The rest of our crew is digested, and you're still alive. That's lucky.
Right away.
Nuts.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times. What to do? Don't mind if I do.
What am I to do?
for now.
Still on my feet. Wonder if the gods are watching me.
A rough tempest I will raise. May it please Mistra.
What's the plan?
stop me. Smoke. Something's burning. I hear shouting. Someone needs help.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
Raid. Retrieval for the Absolute. Grand Duke. Absolute demands him. Take to Moonrise Towers.
The corpse remains silent. It does not know.
Drowcraft armor. No magic left, though. Sun's too bright.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
Absolute wants him.
The corpse remains silent.
Slaves. Good. Raid. Fell. Dagger. Krog.
The spells. The corpse regards you lifelessly. The corpse remains silent. She
Dead or dying. Gauntlet. Marilla. Baldur's Gate.
Could be inside. Don't just stand there. Push! Inside! Hurry! We don't have much time. Hello? Can you hear me? We hear you! Stay where you are! We don't have much time! Fight out! Help!
The heat coming off that door. Opening it could spell trouble.
Come! I'm afraid proper thanks must wait.
wanted the easy path.
Fresh air. At last. Your boldness is a blessing. I'm in your debt.
Counselor, are you all right?
It takes more than mere fire to break me, Yuva. Now listen close, Fist. Duty calls. Drow have taken Grand Duke Alder Ravengard westward, if my eyes and ears can be believed. Gauntlet, report to the man and send for reinforcements. We must find the Duke.
On your command, Counselor.
The rest of you, count the dead. Take word of their sacrifice to this city. And you, I must ask again for your aid. Please, rescue Ravengard from his drow captors. The Council will reward you for your effort. May I trust you'll see it through. Moonrise Towers, along the old road. That place is cursed. Few could survive there, unless darker forces are at work. This was no random attack. The Grand Duke was their target. Thank you. And should your courage falter, remember the Duke's generosity. Approach the towers with care. The land itself has been swallowed in shadow. I will seek reinforcements and join you when I can. Fist, to work.
One with the weave.
Still breathing, despite everything.
Get this thing off me! Yes! You did it! Thank you. Thank you. They slaughtered everyone. Mary.
Interesting.
Oh, Mary. No.
What's the story?
The air is ripe with magic.
Looking ahead. Light on my feet. What's up for discussion?
Will's brows furrow as your minds connect. He sees the burning embers of Joaquin's Rest, then Floric's face as she tells you of Ravengard's abduction.
Hells! Older Ravengard's been taken. Then we need to seek him out and get him to safety. You see, Grand Duke Ravengard is my father. I know I haven't said. Our relation was no matter of pride, not least for him. Thank you. That means a lot. But I wonder, what makes a Duke of Baldur's Gate so interesting to the Drow? Even the houses of Men's Oberanzen would have little use for my father. No, this is no Drow plot. These absolute nutters, these true souls are behind his abduction. His absence alone will sow chaos in the city. If they were to infect him, he could lead Baldur's Gate to ruin. All the more reason to find him. The Absolute has seized not just my father, but the future of the Sword Coast.
Oh. My, you startled me. It's miles away. So I was, praying she'd aid me. Mistra, for indeed it was her image I conjured, commands all magic. Salvation, if such a thing exists, is hers to bestow or withhold. And yet even now, more than I fear losing my own self and soul, I fear losing my command of her art. Magic is my life. I've been in touch with the weave for as long as I can remember. There's nothing like it. It's like music, poetry, physical beauty, all rolled into one and given expression through the senses. Would you like to experience this? Disinterest is such a disheartening condition. Always a pity when opportunities slip us by. Good night.
Should mind my step. Teach us care when we would be reckless. Teach us certainty when we would have doubt. So it is spoken, so is it.
Let's move. Free for the taking.
Great God Helm, allow us peace in this plane and beyond. Teach us care when we would be reckless. Teach us certainty when we would have doubt. So it is spoken, and so is it done.
That's glorious. That might be worth a look.
Allow us peace in this plane and beyond. Teach us care when we would be reckless. Teach us certainty when we would have doubt. So it is spoken, and so is it done. Great God Helm, allow us peace in this plane and beyond. Teach us care when we would have doubt. Teach us certainty when we would have doubt. So it is Great God Helm, allow us peace in this plane and beyond. Teach us care when we would have doubt. And so is it done. Great God Helm, allow us peace in this place and beyond. Teach us care when we would be reckless. Teach us certainty when we would have doubt. So it is spoken, and so is it done.
Wonder what's past this. always room for more. The gods are watching me.
beyond. Teach us care when we would be reckless. Teach us certainty when we would have doubt.
What's next?
So it is spoken, and so
I
is
could
it
go
done.
for a good meal.
Great God,
At the
help.
ready.
Allow us peace in this plane and beyond. Teach us care when we would be reckless.
I wonder
Teach us
what the next
certainty
move
when
is.
we would have doubt. So it is spoken, and so is it done. Great God, help. Allow us peace in this plane and beyond. Teach us care when we would teach us certainty when we would have doubt. So it is spoken, and so is it done. Great God, help. Allow us peace in this plane and beyond. Teach us care
well,
when we
that
would be
ends.
reckless.
Not as
Teach
bad
us
as it could
certainty
have.
when we would have doubt. So it is spoken, and so is it done.
Never mind. Very well. That might be worse than ever. surprised this hay hasn't gone up in flames yet.
An untouched stack of hay. Mustn't be
There's
any
something
horses
hidden
around.
here, in the hay.
Amicus animus.
Monsters everywhere. Kill. No. You're not one of them at all. I was ready to run you through. My mistake, friend. Yes, it was screaming, waving around its metal. I made him stop screaming. Him? He was the biggest. Now I'm the biggest. An attack. Monsters. Little ones and taller ones. They took the shiny one. He killed many.
This is the spot Ruben marked. Doesn't look like much.
You spot a man crouching between the shelves, just as he spots you.
Bugger! Oh, hell, dwarfs! I thought you were Flaming Fist. Well, down you go then. They'll be on us soon, so if you're looking to trade, you best be quick. Entrance is hidden behind the wardrobe. Here's the key.
You're a medium? You're gonna speak to her? Could you ask her something for me? The dowry. She'd know where it is. It's for her sister's wedding. Miri had it when she ran out.
Dowry for sister in barn.
The barn? She must mean one of the empty buildings behind the inn. I trust you to get it for me. I can't leave her.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
I know this doesn't change anything, but it helps. Thank you. I need some time alone with her to say goodbye.
Making me sweat.
Never a dull moment.
That's far enough. What's your business down here? Answer honestly and maybe we'll kill you clean.
Hold on. That's the lass who saved us from the gnolls. Let her in.
You revealed our location. That tongue gets any looser, Rugen, I'll cut it out. Come down then. Seems you're a friend of the family.
Trap. This place is more dangerous than I thought.
You
steal anything?
No rest for the wicked, I see.
Hey, good looking. Can't give up now. Never wanted the easy path.
I owe you one for saving my people. The Zentarim look out for their own, even if it's Rugen. That's worth some coin. And my thanks. Our trader can show you some of our more exotic items now, but don't delay. This place is likely to be rubble soon. Someone kidnapped a Duke, right on our bloody doorstep. The Flaming Fist will need someone to blame. I don't plan on it being us.
Well, don't you cut a fine figure? Want your portrait done? If you have the gold, my pet artist will make you a most heroical likeness. Let's say we're his patrons, yeah? Found him wandering the wilds alone. He needs protection. And if his paintings cover our costs, so much the better, eh? Are you looking to buy him? I'm open to offers, mate. Threats, not so much. All right, mate, all right. No need to get arsey about it. Take the money, bastard, if he means that much to you. That is crap would sell anyway.
No time to dally.
No one back home will ever believe this.
I can't say I've ever been bought before. How much did I fetch? No, don't tell me. There's nothing so depressing as learning one's true value. Well, you should at least know what you've paid for. I am the Oscar Fevras, at your service. A genuine pleasure. I'm in your debt, as is my patron. My betrothed, I should say. Assuming Lady Janeth still wishes to marry me after our little, falling out.
You recall a recent scandal. A patriarch of Baldur's Gate who wished to marry a commoner.
I did not run away. A date was never set. There were complications. Before my fame, my patron, there was another woman. One I planned to spend my life with. But when Lady Janeth offered me a future, well, it felt only right to mention my past. Right, but unwise. I was forced to retreat into the countryside, to paint and to clear my head. To choose, I suppose. Indeed. One to split the very soul. But I dare not dwell on it any longer, lest I weep. And we have your reward to consider, once I have made my way safely back to the city. Say, I don't suppose you could spare some coin, could you? Ease the discomforts of the road some. A hero to the hilt. Seek me out in the city, truly. Beneath my brush, you'll live forever. Until Baldur's Gate, then.
Something I can help you with? Of course. Got some interesting stock for a friend of the family. Pleasure.
Don't burn yourself.
Ready and willing.
No time to rest.
Let's march.
Let me work my magic.
Still breathing, despite everything.
Paid to crackheads. Or stack bloody boxes.
Did I see you drawing something earlier?
So? Can do a better job than that paunch you sold.
Keep it up, little brother. Might be I can sell you someday.
Oh.
Moving in.
A scout just reported. The goblins' leadership has been decimated. We might escape this place yet. And I hear you are the one to thank. I'm grateful. I took a collection from all of us. It isn't much, but you've earned it. It's not enough, but it's all we have.
Halsin will likely want to thank you too, mind. He returned just a while ago. I believe he's catching up with Corker. As for us...
No armies at our heels. Amazing. We can finally leave. But perhaps we need not speak of farewells. We'll join your camp tonight to celebrate if you'll have us.
They'll pay good coin for it, I swear.
All right, what now?
There is work to do.
Is that blood? No, never mind.
Direct me.
All's well that ends. Not as bad as it could have.
We're not in the clear yet. Keep sharp and...
Wonder if the gods are watching me. Open up. Still alive, so that's progress.
Can't afford to stay idle.
Looking ahead.
My condition likes being ignored as little as I do. I must consume another artifact. And soon. Thank you. I'm your... Good gods. It hardly has any effect. Oh, Mistra, have mercy on us all. Listen, I need to speak to you, to all of you. It would be unconscionable of me to remain silent. I might just be about to remedy that. You have to know who I was. You have to know who I really am. What I am is a walking shadow of the promise I once held. I'm what one might call a wizard prodigy, who from an early age could not only control the weave, but compose it, much like a musician or a poet. Such was my skill that it earned me the attention of the mother of magic herself, the Lady of Mysteries, the goddess Mistra. She revealed herself to me and she became my teacher. In time, she became my muse, and later even my lover. I am, after all, the villain of the tale. We enjoyed each other's company. Body, mind, and soul. But even so, I desired more. You see, no matter how powerful a wizard we mortals can become, we never scratch more than the surface of the weave. Mistra keeps us in check. There are boundaries she doesn't let us cross, yet every time I was with her, I stood on the precipice, gazing into the wonders that lay beyond. I sought to cross her boundaries. Though not, I think, my methods. I tried to convince her. I pouted. I pleaded. Swore my ambition was only to serve her better. She only smiled and told me to be contented. But inconceivable as it seems to me now, I shared a bed with a goddess, and yet I wasn't satisfied. So I sought to prove myself worthy to her instead. We come now to the crux of my folly. Shall I share the story behind it, or would you rather head straight to its sordid finale? Suffice it to say, I obtained an obscure and ancient book that had locked away inside a much coveted prize. It was a fragment of primal weave locked out of time, locked away from Mistra herself. What if, I thought, what if, after all this time, I could return this lost part of herself to the goddess? I was certain that this deed of raw power, draped in romance, would convince Mistra to take me by the hand and welcome me into her hitherto forbidden domains. I was mistaken. I obtained the fabled book and took it into my study. As for what happened next... Here. Place your hand over my heart. Let me show you.
You feel the tadpole quiver as you realize Gale is letting you into the dark. You see through Gale's eyes, staring down the corridors of a dread memory. A book bound and suddenly opened. Inside there are no pages, only a swirling mass of blackest weave that pounces, Its teeth, its claws. It's unstoppable as it digs through and becomes part of you. And gods, is it ever hungry.
Remember, stay near the center of the group, all right? No wandering off.
Terrifying, isn't it? And that is only the beginning. This Netherese blight, this orb, for lack of a better word, is balled up inside my chest. And it needs to be fed. As long as I absorb traces of the weave from potent enough sources, it remains quiet. Were it ever to fully destabilize, however, I will erupt. I don't know the exact magnitude of the eruption, but given my studies of Netherese magic, I'd say even a fragment as small as the one I carry, it'd level a city the size of Waterdeep.
We did it.
We might chance upon a king's collection of magical artifacts around the corner. We might cross paths with a miracle round the bend. Then again, we might not. All of this, it must feel like a betrayal. Say the word, and we'll part ways. That is a great relief. Oh, a great relief indeed. You truly are a soul that steals my own. From all my new rallied heart, I thank you. I thank you all. I understand if you stand against me. I'm humbled if you stand with me. Either way, I will do my best not to let you down. I stand at a precipice, but if you do not give up hope, neither shall I. I'll fight. I'll resist as long as I can. Now, even I am tired of the sound of my own voice. Let us venture forth.
But do I have to haul it around?
Until we make the coin for a proper ox, maybe.
I nearly dispatched those goblins myself, but it seems you managed well enough. And why wield a masterwork where a butcher's blade will do? My thanks, truly.
Have to keep going. I should speak up.
So it's true. You scattered the goblins. Peace can finally return to this corner of the Sword Coast. Thank you. As am I. And I'm sure those poor refugees would quite agree. Of course. May you keep balance.
You saved us. I wasn't sure we'd make it through. I wish I had better, but this is all I have. Make time more.
Don't waste a step. I need a quick word.
Move.
Quite ready for you.
I'm ready.
What's cooking?
Wits and blades, always sharp.
Let's get going.
With the shadows vanquished, healing can begin.
Do not forget who invited those shadows. You have much to learn still.
Perhaps
it's not. You took it upon yourself to undertake the Rite of Thorns. I ought to exile you from this place. Forever. Instead, I shall listen to the explanation that you owe me.
An error, most grave master. I beg your grace.
Grace is bestowed by nature, not me. You will stay as a novice anew. You have forgotten the ways of the Druids, the natural order of things. It is up to you to prove the lessons have been learned once more.
So as you say. And so it is done, master.
She shows great insolence. But time will humble her. And the Grove still needs her. You will soon see why. But enough of that for now. I owe you my thanks. The Grove stands. Nature prevails. And again, I am in your debt. Speak to Wrath. He will reward you for your efforts. The journey to Moonrise Towers, and all the dangers that entails. But that's tomorrow's problem. Take some time for yourself tonight. Rest, celebrate. Come morning, I'll be by your side. I'm surprised you dare show your face.
I beg your forgiveness, master.
Beg Sylvanus.
another step forward.
We're free of the goblins, but the grove is changed. Wounded. The days ahead won't be easy. I'm glad we have Halsin to guide us.
Oh, no! Where is it? I put the coin right here.
You done it. You brought Halsin back. Thank you. No, thanks is not enough. May Sylvanus bless you for all your days. I cannot imagine taking on a camp full of goblins was a simple task. As am I. The grove will be whole again. And I promised you a reward, didn't I? Let me show you on your map where you can find the cache. Take this rune. You'll need it. Place it among the pedestals inside our library. When the wolf glows brightest, everything in the vault below will be yours.
The towers seized, the battle done. The moonrise broke the darkest one. The broken helmet bears the mark of Shah, the Dark Lady. And if the darkest one is Shah, Moonrise must be her celestial sister.
That mural, they look like Dark Justicia.
In darkest hour, a concord made, twixt harp and wild against the shade. Local history, written in riddles.
The Grove sported some rather interesting murals, I must say. They just reminded me of something half forgotten. It seemed to depict Lady Shah's warriors in combat. I hadn't known they were active in these parts. You know me. I'm not usually one to elaborate if I can avoid it. They looked like Dark Justiciars, an elite force among Lady Shah's ranks. Only the very finest proved themselves worthy of the title. What right-minded servant of Lady Shah wouldn't? But it's a distant dream. The Dark Justiciars have been silent for years. Curious to see them depicted in such a place. Perhaps there's more to it. But there's nothing to be done about it just now. Quite the understatement, but yes, I have it. And I'll guard it with my life. I was part of a group sent by my cloister. We were to take the artifact from the Githyanki and bring it to Baldur's Gate, no matter the cost. Though it turned out the cost was very steep. I was the only one of the group to survive. I took the artifact and fled, only to be ensnared by mind flayers before I could finish the mission. That's all I know. That's all I need to know. I told you already. I surrendered my memories for the sake of the mission. Shah's secrets must be protected. Duty demands it. Once I fulfill my mission, I can have my memories restored. That's not a luxury open to many people, us included. I have my faith to turn to instead. You should find something of your own. The wound on my hand. It never quite heals. And sometimes it causes terrible pain to rip through me. It's my burden, though, from Lady Shah. I can feel her influence somehow. I'll try my best. But secrecy is ingrained in me. Lady Shah considers it greater protection than any shield or armor. I cannot say. Not with what I can recall. But even then, it would not be for me to question her will. Lady Shah has her reasons. It's difficult to say. Sometimes I wonder if it's supposed to be guiding me, punishing me, testing me. But perhaps it's none of those. Perhaps it's completely random. I'd like to hope there's more to it than that. Some meaning that Lady Shah will reveal to me when the time is right. Until then, all I can do is endure. I don't think so, but you're sweet to ask. Maybe just be patient the next time you see me wince or cry out. It'll pass quickly enough. It always does. Pain is sacred to followers of Lady Shah. Pain will give way to loss and then to the peace of her eternal darkness. You can tolerate a great deal of suffering so long as it has meaning.
Better not be cursed.
The forest rose with claw and tooth to tear the darkness from its roots. Beasts chasing beasts alongside a wild woman. A depiction of some local folktale, perhaps. By claw and tooth from root to thorn, the old oak's grove to wildlings sworn. The mural depicts a ritual, but you do not recognize the deity involved.
Hmm.
Might be time for a nap.
Blessed day. I was worried I'd never see Master Halsin again. You kept your word. Thank you. Ha! Look, I'm sorry. I didn't know what to do when you told me about that tadpole. I don't know if I can ever restore Sylvanus' peace to this place. But I'll have the chance. Thanks to you.
What else do we need?
glaive. So why does touching it give me a knot in my stomach?
Excellent choice.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
Could go for a good meal. Making me sweat.
No one back home will ever believe this.
Wanna dance?
stop me yet.
We're a long way from Waterdeep.
Come on, let's go.
Never a dull moment.
I'm fine.
No, an owlbear. You know, I never pictured myself as a hero. Never thought I'd be the one they'd toast for saving so many lives. And now that I'm here... I hate it. This is awful. True. That was fun. Still, I would have liked more for my trouble than a pat on the head and vinegar for wine. I'm just looking for a little more excitement, a little more fun. By the hells. Sex, my dear. A night of passion. Not with you, just to be clear. I mean, can you imagine? Ugh, no. Anyway, don't let me keep you. I'm sure you have someone else to sniff around.
But we were brave and fried them all with a thunder wave. But that's not what happened. Live a little.
Rag! Never summon Shovel, never feed Shovel, now call Shovel!
You recognize the tiny fiend, a quasit. Wicked creatures often used...
Wait, you're not Illy?
Patience? Have you no respect for showmanship?
Having performance issues, Roland?
Hush you, and behold! Adoring applause? You're too kind.
Remember when he could barely cast that?
They grow up so fast.
Never have I met such troglodytes. Now, pass the wine.
Try not to get...
I need to dance! No. No, I need to lie down.
Sherry! That's infernal for cheers. Or possibly turnip.
This might be the wine talking, but I'm feeling inspired. Thinking of writing my next song about you. But I need an angle. Any ideas? Oh, come on. There must be something. Fitting. You're braver than half this camp combined. That deserves to be remembered.
Hope you're enjoying the night, hero. I certainly am. Cheers to many more like this.
I like these people. They're joyful. It's contagious.
You have no idea how good it feels to see these people smiling. The singing we could probably do without, but even so, thank you.
You came through for us. That's a change from most adults I know. And that sounds like the wine drowning your wits. Go on, enjoy yourself. I've squirreled away a few extra bottles. When the barrel's tapped out, I'll be there to save the night. For a price, of course.
Would you look at this place? All these people happy because of us. It's nice to be somewhere where good is still possible. And with good potations, too. Fuck yes! I'm celebrating my freedom, and our friendship, and these folks' bright future besides. All I need now is a fire-retardant lover to get lost in till sunrise. Not so much. You spend the whole time avoiding swords and schemes. Plus, people just get nastier as the night wears on. I tried to make friends at first. Learned my lesson fast. Better to keep to yourself in hell. You too, soldier. Enjoy yourself tonight. You've earned it.
Everyone seems to be in high spirits. Strange. You know who I never thought I'd find myself caring for? Exactly right. Never gave them much thought. Certainly not that bunch in the grove. Yet we came through for them. We saved their lives. Odd. That's more easily said by some than others. But nobody's here to debate right from wrong. Share a bottle with me? We should wait a little while. Until the others have drifted off. Not tonight.
Spilled my pint.
I have seen the Kithraki tear a screaming Neogi's legs from its belly to fashion into blades. Yet they could not match your nerve today. It was enough to drive me to madness. A pity for us you have promised your knight to the half-elf. I've no doubt you will satisfy your tastes for endless conversation. You know the fortune of my company. Another fortune yet stands before you. A warrior's flesh, rarely tasted. Think if you must. The chance will pass come light of day.
I was wanted to sing at the Elfsong Tavern.
If the owner has any sense, they'll hire you on the spot.
Go on now. Don't waste a night like this talking to me. We'll discuss your problem tomorrow. Later, perhaps. Don't worry about me. A night under the stars amidst nature's creation is just what I need after being locked up in the goblin's dungeon. Go on, enjoy yourself. Seek out some wine before it runs dry. There are a lot of thirsty people around here.
Buzz of celebration quiets to a soothing hum as you approach your bunk. Your hand was sought by several, but there is only one night ahead. Whose company will you seek? At least for tonight. You sleep alone, uplifted by memories of your recent triumphs.
I trust you enjoyed your evening. After all your efforts, it was well deserved. It may be some time before you're afforded another such night. There is much to be done. And I promised I would help you however I could. I'm certain a cure for you can be found at Moonrise Towers, but it's complicated. The journey specifically, it's extremely perilous. Though it seems you're well accustomed to navigating danger.
We get a cure, and the chance to hit these arseholes where they live. Sounds good.
Wait. There's more you need to know. To get to the towers, you'll need to pass through a terrible place. A cursed place. This curse shrouds everything in shadow. You will not find life, light, or anything natural there. Any who linger are twisted by the curse. They become shadow beings, tormented, dangerous souls. You could go overland, along the Risen Road or through the mountains. Easier at first, but you'll run into the shadow curse eventually. You could also go under. There is a tunnel somewhere in the ruined Temple of Selûne. It leads to Moonrise Towers through the Underdark. Long ago, a man called Ketheric Thorm built a secret stronghold deep down there, before rallying a whole army of Dark Justiciars, Shah worshippers.
Dark Justiciars. Must see for myself.
Aradin and his lot were looking for a way down there. They were promised riches if they retrieved a relic called the Night Song. But I think there's more. From this stronghold, Ketheric's forces could access both the Temple of Selûne and Moonrise Towers. But he was defeated before he could launch an attack. If you can find this place, I'll wager it will reveal a more direct path to Moonrise Towers. and maybe even bypass the worst of the Shadow Curse. Already? If only I'd gone with you instead of Aradin. I would like to join your camp, if you'll allow me. I can offer my skills, my counsel. I've long sought to return to Moonrise Towers. It seems our fates have aligned. May Sylvanas guide us.